Yo, what it do, what it is, everybody, and thanks for tuning in to the Day by Day podcast for your Day by Day broadcast. I am your host, Dede, and today I have a special episode. And before we get into that, I'd like to shout out to my producer and engineer, Sauceboy, SOSSBOI, who also produces music. So if you're an up-and-coming artist, no matter where you are in the world, get at him on IG at SOSSBOI and see what he got. And also, if you're watching on YouTube or listening to your respective podcast platform, whether it's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, it's like 6 other ones out there. You can get to this any way possible. Hit subscribe and like if you like it. If you don't dislike it, I could take constructive criticism. You know what I meant. Anyway, today's episode is a special one, like every episode, but every episode is special to me. I'm joined today by not only one of my favorite couples in the world, but just two great people, two good friends of mine, who also have their own platforms as well. So we're going to do a kind of a collab thing. So joining me today is...
Hey y'all, it's Ray. See my platform. You can follow me on Instagram _ThatGirlRei, YouTube ThatGirlRei. Yeah.
And if you're watching, as you can see, it's dropped on the screen. Go ahead and spell it out for those who are listening via podcast.
Ray, REI. So _ThatGirlRei, REI.
REI.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Sharpe here. Hey, man. I'm happy to be here with my dog. Follow me on Instagram at who_Sharpe. That is who_Sharpe. WHO_SHARPE. Also, I have my own podcast too with 3 other co-hosts. It's called the No Name Podcast. So follow that on Instagram as well. NONAME. Yeah, No Name Podcast. You got it.
And they cover some great substance. I can attest to that, and we got to get that collab going immediately.
Yes, sir.
Immediately.
Yes, sir.
All right, so glad to have y'all here, right? So let's
Thank you
get
for
into it.
having
Of course, it's past overdue. So for those who may not know, we're going to start with the basics of you two. How long have y'all been together? Officially, unofficially, whatever you want to go by.
We've been together for 3 years. It'll be 4 years in April. So, yeah.
The big quattro.
4 years,
Yeah.
April 22nd. Yeah,
Yep.
but we started dating. We started dating like maybe like a couple of months before that. And
Okay, so
December.
April is the...
April was like
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
That's when it was
girl,
official.
Like, yeah, we locking it. We locking it. Yeah.
How'd you do it?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a funny story.
How'd I book her or how'd I like?
Now, how'd you make it official? That's...
Oh, yeah, it's a different story.
Okay, no, let's go with the funny one then. How'd you bag her?
Did I bag you or did he?
Oh, you bagged him.
I don't know. The way he said it, I don't know.
I mean, so
How did this go?
how the story went? I went to meet up with one of my cousins, because 2 of his brothers had like a birthday celebration at Lucky Strikes in DC, and he said, "Hey, my girl's coming over, and she has a friend." I was like, "Okay, cool, I'll pull up," but I was late.
The ultimate setup.
Yeah.
Set up.
Basically. So I was late because I was hooping earlier, and then I had to, I had to like hoop, get my last little shots in, and then come back home, take a shower, then run to them. So after that, I met up with them at my cousin's house, and I saw her and her friend, but my cousin never said who was his girl and who wasn't. So I'm walking, I'm waiting for him to sit down first, and then next thing you know, he sat next to his girl. Okay, cool. So I sat next to her, didn't say hi or nothing. She was like, "You just gonna sit next to me and not say nothing?" I was like, "Oh, my fault, sweetheart," like anything like that.
Did it just slip your mind, or was you trying to play it cool?
Now, I was trying to play it cool, but I was still off guard because I didn't know. Because I didn't know who was who. Like,
And you let it be known.
Okay, so mind you, I will go ahead and expose myself a little bit. That night, I was a little tipsy that night.
Yeah, okay.
So when he came, it was off of funnies. I was joking. It was like
Okay.
a serious joke. I wasn't like serious, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I was just like, "You just not gonna speak?" And he's like, "Oh my bad." I was like, "No, I'm just." And we kind of just hit it off from there.
Yeah.
We actually had on the same pair of socks.
yeah,
I think.
the same pair of socks.
But still, even the fact that, like you said, like you said it like jokingly or whatever, that was a nice little segue to set it off.
Like, nigga, who is you? too.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, yeah, the vibes is cool off rip, man. Y'all had matching socks.
Yeah, the vibe was cool. Like,
That's how we
I had
knew.
on an actual I had on like this bomber jacket, and she was like, "Oh, I have that bomber too." Like, it was just like the chemistry was
Conversation
always
just
there.
kind of kicked off. So
Yeah, so like
Can't fake energy. All right. So we found out, you know, how it got popping off rip.
Mm-hmm.
So how did it get official? What did you do to make it official on April 22nd or 27th?
22nd. I remember this
22nd.
day. I want to hear the story from you if you remember this day.
Let's hear it. It's ready to be like that episode of Martin, like where he told his side, Gina told her side, and
That day was a special day. That's all I'm going to say. I had something special going on that day.
oh yeah.
that's what he say. I think you might have to like get this one right. Yeah, I could tell you were stuck for
You
a second. I'm like,
almost
oh
had me.
damn,
Okay,
she
so-
cornered my dog. I hope you get
So
right.
on this day, officially, she had got inducted into like an honor society.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she got inducted to an honor society for at her school. Shout out to Bowie State, both of y'all.
Shout out Boo.
Hey,
you
hey,
know,
hey,
food.
hey.
Boo.
Yes, sir.
But she got inducted to an honor society for her grades and everything like that. So I had officially met her mother on that day.
Yeah.
And you know the vibes was good. The vibes was good and everything like that.
Yeah.
So I was just like, man, because we had been like talking for a minute, and I was
Yeah,
just
for a
like,
while.
you know, because I'm like with her, I wanted to take my time and everything like that. So
So you know it's real.
yeah, Jai like, yeah.
Respectfully.
So you know, so I just basically, you know, saw her there, you know, there to support her, you know, on a special day and everything like that. And
Yeah, he
you
bought
know,
me flowers. A real gentleman,
bought her
like,
flowers,
you
I had
know.
my shirt tucked in. I had a polo on my
Shirt
shirt.
tucked
Yeah, bro.
in.
Yeah, dog. I was there for business. I knew what I wanted right there.
It was nice. But yeah, that's how everything got official. Now we're here.
Yeah,
About
so
to be
you gonna
4
be my
years.
girl, and she you know how girls are like they know like something is gonna happen.
Bye.
They
No.
still be happy like
Whatever.
you knew
No.
it was gonna happen.
I didn't, but whatever. I'll let you have it.
It still sounded like it was the perfect setting for it.
Yeah, it was nice.
So that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, so it's been 3 going on 4 years, right? So let me ask, did y'all ever have a honeymoon phase? Is the honeymoon phase real? If so, did y'all ever have it? And if y'all had it, and if I'm may be speaking out of turn by saying had, do y'all still have it? How do y'all feel about the honeymoon phase? Is it real, and did y'all have it?
Can I go first? I want to go.
This is on you first.
So I definitely think we did have a honeymoon phase because I feel like when we first met, like we were, you know, always together. Everything was nice. You know, we chilled, about to eat. He was spending hella bread on food. So I definitely think we did have like our honeymoon phase. And do I believe honeymoon phases exist? Yes, I do think it's a thing. And as far as it being now, I mean, I don't know if I would call it a honeymoon phase, but I still think like we still have the same love that we have for each other like in the beginning. I would say.
That's big. What's your take on the honeymoon phase?
All right, just being transparent. At the end of the day, all guys are not their real self when they're courting a young lady. I don't care what nobody says. You're not your real self when you first start out because
What's the timetable? I say honeymoon phase is like 6 months.
6 months.
6 to 8 tops.
I mean, yeah, when I first started, like, you know, having Ray as my girl and everything like that, you know, we were still going out, you know, and going out on a hella dates and everything like that, still trying to show her like, yeah,
Cute shit.
this who you got. I'm that dude. Money, got that, like, type of thing. So the honeymoon phase for us was, yeah, like in the first 6 months. First 6 months to a year for me, I believe.
Yeah.
You know, just spending money, just always want to be around each other. Now, at the end of the day, that's my baby, so I still want to be around her and everything like that. But it's not like more than like that puppy love thing. It's like,
Yeah.
man, you still here?
Yeah. I feel like now it's more like we're like growing with each other. So there's more things we have to take, you know, look into. Like, you know, I'm in school, he's working. It's just like more like, I don't want to say adult things, but you know, it's just different. Other things we kind of like put each other into. So
Yeah. It's more solidified now.
Yeah, another thing is just like we start like at the end of the day, like we were together for we're on 3 years going on 4. Well, I say 4, we're going on 4 years. So you really watch a person grow. Like in 4 years you finish undergrad, right?
Yeah.
Well, some people, but you in 4 years you really see somebody like grow when you see them like you've actually grown up with this person. So like you see how they are and their low times, their high times and everything like that. So you know, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, man.
That's what's up. Watching each other grow. Because the person that you see, and not necessarily a bad way, the person that you see, a year, 2 years past tense to now is definitely a different person. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're growing, we're changing. And just to kind of rewind to what you said with, the honeymoon phase, you're like, yeah, this is what you got, yeah, I'm balling. One of the problems I have, with my, I guess you could call it a honeymoon phase with any girl I deal with, is I show them off rip my true colors. And one of my truest colors is that I'm cheap. And I think like off rip, I will let a girl know that I'm cheap.
Your man's is cheap too. Don't let it fool you.
But y'all saying he took you out on dates and stuff off rip. Look, here's how I move, right? I'll take you out for the first date, maybe 2 if I'm really into you.
Okay.
After that, half and half.
What you mean half and half? Like
on the bill. Is that bad? See what I'm saying? That's what.
Half and half.
Yeah. After the second date, we splitting the bill.
You don't know they have.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
half and half. Okay, this is what I would say. If that's something that you established with the girl, and she's like, okay, you have that, whatever, cool. But I don't know. I know. Girls are like,
I know that's that's taboo.
Your, transparency. That's good though.
That's what I'm saying. I know it's taboo. Like listen. I have 2 Hondas, a 15 and a 02. First date, I'm pulling up in the 02.
Oh my god.
So she can see the real me. You know what I'm saying? I got the Baldini. First date, she seeing the shine, like she's seeing me off rip. And then after that, if she stick around with the uglies, then I can, so yeah, like I said, after the second date, it's half and half. But then after that, like I'll, pop up with food or, pop up with a surprise date sometimes. But if it's just on a regular, then yeah, we splitting that joint down the middle.
Man, I ain't gonna hold you. That's not a bad mindset to have. Because it's like, if you trying to, like, at the end of the day, when you first start going with somebody, you still trying to figure that person out. If you let them know, like, oh, like, this is what I'm trying to do, this is what I'm trying to be, this is what I need to do. Like, if you know that person's mindset, then, like, the girls that he may talk to, they may not, they may be, like, maybe with it, because they see, like, he's trying to, like, save his money to build something. He's not just cheap because he's cheap. I'm cheap because I'm trying to do something.
Oh, yeah, for sure. They'll see, you know what I'm saying? They'll see my, what's on the outer layer off rip. And then, if I think, okay, yeah, they're a genuine person, then they'll see the, true colors, and it may add up, just to alliterate what you said. So, on the other note, this is officially Valentine's Day week. This is actually, now thinking about it, my second Valentine's Day interview. Shout out to Michelle. That was like my second ever episode. It was with Michelle last Valentine's Day, and we were both single. So I was like, just to remix things this time, I'm going to get a couple on here for the Valentine's Day episode. So yeah, again, shout out to Michelle. And if y'all didn't check that episode out, go ahead and check it out. I think it was called Knocking the Boots, and you will really see where I started and where I'm at now. And I'm still like okay now, but like then, I was a mess. I was getting drunk as shit on set, like, because I didn't know what I was doing, and I was nervous. So like, I got hella drunk. Like, I don't even think I still fully. Yeah, it was ugly. I don't even think I really watched that episode yet because I was so embarrassed about how drunk I got.
You should watch it now, compare and contrast.
Right, and just laugh at it. But like I said, I wanted to bring a couple because it's not too many. It's not a whole lot of Valentine's Day going on this year because of, COVID. It restricted, certain places. Just dating overall, it definitely restricted things. So I got a question for both of y'all. I'm going to ask you first, Sharpe, and then you, Ray. Yep. And then let me, we get y'all answers one at a time. So Sharpe, let me ask you this. Going on 4 years together, right? So y'all have had more than one Valentine's Day together. Is it pressure to outdo yourself year to year on Valentine's Day or not? And Ray, let me ask you, do you expect him to outdo himself every year on Valentine's Day, or are you happy with his gesture in general? And while you're thinking of that answer, let me get yours, Sharpe.
So I don't think it's pressure because like again, like you have to know your partner. Like I know my girl, like she's not the flashy this, flashy that. She enjoys those type of things. I'm not gonna lie. Like what woman doesn't?
Yeah, who doesn't?
But she's not like, oh my God, you got me that Balenciaga. Oh, you got me that Hermes. Like nah, like that's not my girl. Like, but most of the time, if I want to if I want to have like a big date on Valentine's Day, if I want to do something big, I just do it off a rip because that's what I want to do for her. type of thing. Like it's like everything's just like really just out of the kindness of my heart. Like you just gotta know your partner. So for me, nah, don't gotta outdo nothing.
All right, Ray, let me get your
For
take.
me? All right, so as far as like expecting anything big, personally, I feel like Eric Sharpe, or something.
Either one. Yeah.
We've kind of established that Valentine's Day is cool, but it's not like a super big deal. Only because the beginning of the year is very busy for us. So we have my birthday's in March, we have Valentine's Day in February, and our anniversary's in April. So we kind of, money wise, we both have an understanding that it's a lot to do. So for me personally, like I'm perfectly fine with like just chilling in the house and like ordering food. Like it's not really, I appreciate the gesture, and I feel like Eric is very big on like, trying to make things nice. And even for this year, Valentine's Day, it was kind of his idea to like do stuff. So, but if not, like I would be perfectly fine with it. I don't really expect much. So, yeah.
Yeah, we could do a little more on Valentine's Day. Shout out to Robin Hood. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
I'm still novice to it. I just kind of dip my toe in the water with Robin Hood, so I can't even speak on what I know and don't know. But that's what's up. That y'all both on the same page.
Yeah, we have
good.
understanding.
Because I didn't want that to cause any hostility.
Yeah, nah.
But y'all also, communicated. Like you said, y'all both know that, money wise, it gets tight around the beginning of the year.
Bro, she met me when I was a security guard at Job Corps. So like I wasn't balling when she met me. I was not balling when she met me. Like I wasn't.
So why was you trying to show otherwise on the dates?
Because I don't know. Like I just
see. That's why I off bucks.
But I will say, even though like he claims he wasn't balling, I feel like what he did was enough. If that makes sense. Like I wasn't going into it expecting like Louis Vuitton and Ruth's Chris. Like I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
It was just more so like, okay, this is him. This is what he wants to do. Like I was perfectly fine going out to Fridays or like just as long as he was, putting in the effort. I think that's a big thing for females is effort. As long as you showing that, okay, I like you, I'm putting in the effort, I want to like pursue, then, the big things can come later on when we grow.
And that's, it seems like now that's becoming a rare occasion where a woman will really appreciate just the effort. Just because so much things is everything's glamorized, everything
Social
is designer, everything. So it's like so many women are influenced by what they see on there, and they're expecting that too. And it's like, yo, you gotta understand, as men, we're putting forth the effort because we know that you will appreciate it.
Right.
If you out here just expecting things and stuff and expecting to be spoiled and just expecting everything, what I'm saying, just hand it to you, then we're not gonna put that effort forward. At least real niggas ain't. What I'm saying, I mean, hey, it ain't tricking if you got it. Go ahead.
I feel like it's just like some women out here, like they just expect. They just like the way they was brought up. They feel like they have to be like catered to in a way that like their dad or like any male in their life that like has like babied them or something like that. So it's
that's
like
a good point.
They feel like they should be catered to the point. It's just like, oh well, if he can't buy you what's Sweetie say? She was like, if he can't buy you a Birkin, he for the streets, like type of thing. Like,
but I feel like that goes into like you were saying how people are brought up. But for me, like in a relationships, there are certain things that like I would expect a guy to do, like court me and. Sorry.
You're good. Shout out Five Below.
There are certain things that I expect. I have a little head, but yeah, there are certain things that I would expect a guy to do. But like you were saying, you brought up like how people are brought up. Like for me, I grew up like seeing my mom and my dad in the same household, but my mom was also very independent as well. So it's like she was a role model for me where it's like, okay, these things are nice, but it's not like I don't necessarily need a man to provide these things. Not saying she doesn't like love my dad. She adores my dad, but it's just different. Like I didn't go about it where it's like, I'm a daddy's girl, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, like a brat about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I need something, I know my dad would be there for me. He'll provide. Like he can, my dad be building sheds and stuff. Like he's a man. He's a handyman.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I feel like I was also instilled to like be independent and be able to provide those things for myself. And having a man is just, it's nice as a bonus. It's an add on to it. Like I appreciate and I respect it, but Yeah,
that's a good point, and I think I see it both ways. I definitely see the influence. Now that you mention it, I definitely see an influence that a dad can have on a daughter that grows into a woman. She may expect a certain level of attentiveness by her man that her dad showed. But like you said, what Saweetie said, if he can't buy you a Birkin, that's the other side of it. That's the other side of the influence that, is carried on to a lot of women nowadays, you know what I'm saying? Where they may not, being that extensive as far as what they expect to be handed down to them, I don't think that necessarily comes from the dad. I think just the caring part and always,
That's social media.
Yeah.
That's a lifestyle.
Yeah. It's both. But as far as it being,
didn't come out with Birkins.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just a lifestyle, social media thing.
Yeah. Gotta love it though. So we spoke on COVID a little bit earlier. So to kind of bring that up, let me ask y'all this. Would y'all say that COVID has been beneficial or detrimental to y'all's dating since last March, and why? And I know I said detrimental, but it doesn't have to be like so catastrophic in a negative way. But which one would y'all say?
I would say I don't think it was a bad thing, because Eric and I, like, we do a lot of things together, but we're also cool with like being in the house. So even though with the pandemic came, actually, funny story, we were supposed to go on a cruise in March.
Who you telling?
So just imagine, literally the day before we were supposed to leave, the port closed. So we were supposed to go on a cruise, but like after that, once everything shut down, we just kind of like went to each other's houses and was just chilling. Like, it wasn't a big deal for us, 'cause like I said, we're pretty cool with just like staying in the house. I'm the type of person, I like being around him or just quality time. So I literally could just be in a room and he's on the game and I'm on my phone and I'm fine with that. Like, we don't have to.
That's a rarity.
That is.
Because
wait. Hold on, time out. Ladies, I'm not gonna lie. I will complain and I will nag. However, or I'm gonna be there in a bit. I'm gonna be there on my phone chilling. Okay.
So he's not completely off the leash for being on the game.
He's not. I will nag and be
that's
like,
rare.
I'm gonna be like, how many games you got? You just told me you was over and now you about to go on with X, Y, all this. But I'm gonna complain. But I'm
the last one.
What you looking at me
and
for?
Then join
you
session.
know what story I'm about to bring up.
What story? What story?
That's it.
About the food? Okay, listen.
You gonna cap like that?
Go ahead.
I'm not capping.
What happened at Denny's?
Wait, the question was about the pandemic, okay? About COVID. That was before COVID.
BC, before COVID.
That was before COVID.
So COVID-19. I mean, it didn't really do nothing to our dating, because like we just be in the house watching movies. Shout out HBO Max. We be on that joint a lot. We just be watching movies and everything like that. So it hasn't really been that detrimental, but it has stopped some things because me and her, we like to go to festivals together.
Oh yeah, that was
so
one thing.
We couldn't go back.
Lines up.
Yeah. So
have y'all? I'm sorry. Have y'all been to something in the water?
No.
In Virginia Beach?
No. We were supposed to go to Dreamville Fest.
We were supposed to go to Dreamville and Broccoli.
City Fest.
Man.
And I haven't been to Broccoli City Fest. That would have been my first time.
Either. Yeah.
So yeah,
I heard it was cool, but I'm telling y'all, if or if it opens back up, something in the water in Virginia Beach, and it was the first year last year that I went. It was the first year, and it was insane. Like it was so many people out there. Like it was, and then like you could do everything for free. You didn't have to. We didn't pay for nothing. Parking, the concert, because it's on the beach, so you could just be on the boardwalk. What we didn't pay for nothing, and that was like the craziest.
Say this on
camera? Man, what'd you say?
You're supposed to say that on camera.
Say what?
You ain't pay for nothing.
Nah, cause we good, cause
nah.
Yeah. We paid regular admission fee, but So that's what's good. That's what's up. It sounded like that. For the most part, was kind of stuck in the middle, but you said y'all couldn't do. What else couldn't y'all have done because of COVID that y'all normally do or would have liked to have done?
I think that was really it, like festivals and just kind of like going out, hanging out with our friends, chilling with kickbacks, that was pretty much what we did.
Yeah, because you know how like when we might go to like one of our other friends' house and just like chop it up,
game nights.
play and do game nights and everything like that. You know how we get it. So I mean, like as far as that, it hasn't been that much of that, so we missed out on that.
Yeah.
Festivals. Now that like I will say, DoorDash has been helping us out. Like,
what has?
DoorDash?
DoorDash.
A blessing in the face.
Yeah, because like we can't go to the nice restaurants that like we want to go to, you know, just for date night. So, you know. But
overall, I think that as far as our relationship wise, I don't think it's really been that much of a difference because, like I said, we're pretty chill. So and we do a lot of things together. So
I can see
but COVID, you did fuck up our travels.
Yeah, I won't forgive you for that.
Gosh.
Fuck up my.
I won't forgive you.
So how y'all's was for the cruise? Y'all was supposed to leave the day of when it happened.
Yeah.
So with Perfect Performance, shout out to Perfect Performance. We had a tournament in Atlanta. Cam Newton's tournament, because he has a 7-on-7 program that he runs in Atlanta. It was a tournament in Atlanta, and I've been with Perfect Performance for 3 years. I missed the past 2 years. One was because my grandfather passed the weekend of, and the one before that, something I can't remember. So I'm like, bet this may be the first time, you know what I'm saying, I'm making an Atlanta trip. We out there for the whole weekend, all inclusive, everything paid for. We just, and then all I got to do during the day is coach a football game, which I love to fucking do. Like that shit is so much fun. I'm like, bet. I had peoples out there I was ready to see, family and whatnot. So we were supposed to leave Friday morning at like 5 a.m. Thursday night, Friday morning. So through the whole week, it's, you know, word speculating stuff is getting shut down. So we're like, dang, I hope we still have it. So the morning we were supposed to leave, that's when they sent out, you know, word that everything was shut down. And since then, nothing's been the same.
Isn't that so? It's just like, it just hurts your soul, like just to see that, especially the day of when you about to hit the road. Yeah, I was
so ready.
I had a bottle of Henny in my duffel.
I know you did.
Yo, I was ready.
Hey, boy, what's his name? Make sure he keep his back pedal right.
Yo, but I would have been a straight old head mode out there, bro. But it would have been lit. Like it would have been so much fun. But me, as a person who just casually dates as far as COVID, both more so beneficial. Like for the most part, saved so much money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the other thing we should say. We save money.
Yes. Didn't go on. Didn't go to no brunches, which sucks, but no brunches, no clubs, no outings. Yeah, day parties. You know what I'm saying? U Street. Like I didn't do nothing, so I definitely saved money. Like that went to very useful investments, which was a plus. The down part, which movies, like I love like going to the movies for like a date. Like that's just like the ultimate, because I love movies. It's very relaxing. It's dark, you know what I'm saying? And then they can like if it's a scary movie or whatever, emotions can kind of run. I love movies, so that was, I would say, the bad part about it. But it was more so good because I saved money. But I really didn't see as many people, you know what I'm saying? Friends and women that I'm interested in, I just didn't see as much people. But I saw a couple blue faces, so that was cool. So one thing that COVID did, was it caused spikes in breakups and divorces.
Didn't know that.
Oh yeah. It took off, right? I mean, because I was listening to the radio today, and there was a guy who was disappointed that he got sent home from work today because of the weather and because of, not winter weather warnings and whatnot. And he was like, yeah, I got sent home, man. They giving us, paid leave. And he was like, hey, why you mad about that? He's like, man, I want to get out the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be looking at my...
That's how you know it's real.
Yeah.
Get out the house to go to work.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, damn, so maybe it is real because you're in your partner's face all day, every day. On top of that, kids that are home, you know what I'm saying? That kind of can add to the insanity.
Damn kids.
Yeah. So with that being said, let me ask y'all, is that separate personal time and space important in a relationship? Why or why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it is.
I go.
Go ahead. You go ahead first.
I say that time apart is pretty decent, because it's like she said earlier, like I'm a gamer. I'm not a crazy gamer. I don't stream or nothing like that, but I like to play video games. Like that's my release. I got my 9 to 5, got the pod, I got other projects that I'm working on. Like I just like the game. That's my release. That's when I can say, all right, fuck all this. Let me be a nerd in game.
Unless you like, my fault, let me cut you off. Unless you lose in Madden, right? Like I'll have such a good day, and if I lose in Madden, it blows my whole vibe.
Yeah, it's happened to me for like I remember one time like she she came into the house and like I think I was playing with my cousin and I lost and I smacked the top of my dress and she just looked at me and was like,
damn, it's real.
Wow.
Man,
I was heated.
Yeah, Madden and 2K definitely draws high emotions. But my bad. What was you saying?
You said it was your release. Playing the game.
Yeah, it's a release. But I'm just saying like that separation is key. But also, I mean, like you said, with people like breaking up because like in marriage and everything like that, kids. You know, I mean, like I don't I know how my girl is, and just like if she sees something for a minute, she gonna want something to be fixed. Like, babe, you ain't clean your room, or you ain't, you know what I mean, you ain't do this and the third. Imagine that every day, and both of y'all working from home.
Right, and mind you, sidebar, Eric and I do not live together, so
we don't live together.
I can only imagine how that could be like being stuck. I don't want to say stuck, but like being with your significant other every day, 24/7, especially when y'all had different schedules. Y'all weren't home at the same time. It's like, all right, let me hurry up and do this before she come home, and she nag on me. So I could see that.
Listen, it can be your grandmother, and you will get tired of it. Like
sure.
it that don't matter
But
who it
grandparents
is.
don't even. They have no cut cards. They gonna nag.
Oh yeah.
All the time.
Oh yeah.
24/7. But no, yeah, I agree. I think it's important to have that. Your time. Eric will know, like, I'm the type of, just like he's on his phone, on the game, I like to talk on the phone. I be on the phone with my friends, my classmates, like chopping it up. So I think it's important to have that time apart. And I also think it's good, like, because then you'll miss each other. It's like, it's like I haven't talked to you all day. Let me see how he's doing,
Yeah, I think that's the most important part. You know what I'm saying? Time apart can bring y'all together closer than ever. All right. So speaking of marriage, you my boy, Sharpe. I hate to put a little pressure on you with this right now, but I have to ask, as someone who's single, I have to ask a couple this, and then I'll give my take on it as someone who is single. Okay. Because numbers and millennials' thoughts on marriages are kind of, shifting more so one way than the other. So is marriage...
Water, look, he getting his water.
What you saying?
He getting his water.
Oh, yeah. We knew it was, we knew he was going to need it. So is as y'all being a couple, is marriage important to y'all? Why or why not? Because it is some couples out here who, just want to rock out their whole time. So is it important to y'all? Why or why not?
You want to go first or I'm going to go first?
You go first.
I go first?
Yeah.
For me, sidebar, I will say I definitely have heard, I have, friends and people who I know, like, for them, marriage is not the biggest of a deal. Yeah. And it could be because, they've seen certain people in their family who's like, they've gotten the forces and it's like, it's not a big deal to them. For me personally, I just, I don't know. I think it's important. I definitely do want to get married in the near future. And I think that kind of stems from, like, seeing, I say near future, but whenever he's ready. But I think I see that as seeing my parents. My parents are still together, so I kind of see that dynamic, and it's just like, I don't want to say the idea. The idea is nice, but it's just the thought of like being with someone that you genuinely love and want to spend the rest of your life together. Granted, you can do that and not be married, but I just feel like marriage is just that. It just makes it official. Yeah. And for me, like, this is gonna sound like, you ever say, you're with somebody and you're doing wife things, like you're a girlfriend, but you're doing wife things. It's like, I want to be a wife. Like, I want to have that and just, spend the rest of my life with someone. So I think for me personally, marriage is important, and I definitely do see that happening for myself. So yeah.
All right, my thoughts on marriage. I mean, it's a good thing, but I just feel like when you find somebody that like you connect with on like a deeper level, like physically and mentally, it's like you think it's just like, all right, you start to eliminate things that you used to do, so you'll like eliminate your thought process on like how you move, because you moving as two more than one, if that makes, like, you'll think more of that person and everything like that. So my thoughts on marriage, you know, like I would definitely, you know, one day would love to give, you know, my baby the world. Of course, you know, I definitely would love to propose to her one day. But my thought process on marriage is, it's also a financial thing in my mind. Like, it's a huge financial thing. So like, I want to be in the best financial position possible to give her everything she needs, and to like really like, because like when I think of like being a husband, like you got to be there emotionally, physically, and financially, to the point that you just like, so like you want to make sure that like, all right, you good, I'm good, kids good, that's all I care about. Yeah, we straight. So my thoughts on marriage is like, yeah, and it's definitely gonna come, you know. But I just want to make sure that I can be the best me, so we can be the best us. So yeah,
absolutely, that makes plenty sense. That's how I feel about kids. Like, I feel I can't have a kid in this world until I'm set to the point where if I leave, then my kid's set for life. Yeah. Like, and that's pretty much how you broke it down with marriage. But that financial and legal obligation, I believe, is the main reason why so many millennials are opposed to marriage. Me personally, I'm like, I guess I could say I'm in the middle. I want to say I'm in the middle because if I don't get married, I won't trip. But, and I'm kind of, that's what I'm saying. It's like I expect the worst but hope for the best type thing. And I say that because if I don't, I won't trip. But I know that I won't get married because I truly didn't find that one in a million, one in a billion. You know what I'm saying? And then the downside to that, which may come from people who may seem personally, you know, have PTSD because they thought they had that one in a million. And as soon as, you know what I'm saying, the marriage came, everything changed. Whether they had money and they dipped on them with the money, whatever it is. And then that can lead to settling. Right, or other you know scenarios can lead to someone settling. So long as like if it comes to settling, then nah, I can't do it. Right. Or if I know I'm just not there with that person, like it's just not that, you know, one in a million. Like I know the first time we link, we're not having matching socks and vibing off rip, then I know that it ain't that. You know what I'm saying?
Don't match.
Yeah, but I'm not tripping if that happens because I know the odds are, you know, kind of, you know, stacked against me. But if it does, then I wouldn't mind doing the whole marriage thing. Like absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? And then solidifying everything. But it has to truly be that one in a million. But I think, you know, so many people out here settling that they kind of, you know, get discouraged from, I mean, you know, I kind of like them, but dang, rest of my life only.
I think another thing is, so 2 points I want to make. So first thing is, I definitely feel like guys think about more of like a financial clock. I think Steve Harvey said something like this. He was like, women are concerned with like biological clocks, like, you know, oh, I want to get married, I want to be old, I want to have kids. And then guys are more like a financial clock, which I definitely agree, because Eric and I have had this conversation before where he's like, I want to make sure that, you know, I'm able to provide. And that's something I can appreciate, because that goes to show me that he's not selfish. Like, he's thinking about us as one, right? And so, oh dang! I think I forgot my second part.
That first part I like.
Yeah.
Because I never thought about that, but it does make sense. Because I mean, and maybe it's because, you know, it's always been kind of it's past time. You know, women have always been instilled in their head by their mom, aunt, grandmothers.
Yeah. Like, when you having kids, when you getting married.
Exactly.
When you about to, you know, get old. You know.
And by men, we've always, you know, been taught and raised up and seen that the man provides for the house. So maybe that's something passed down that we see. And I never thought about that. How we both have that, you know, clock that we're racing. But I like that. That does make sense.
Second point I remember. Sorry. Second point I would say, especially for millennials, I think social media plays a big role on like expectations. So you were saying how like some people are thinking like, oh, I don't want to settle, and it's like you go on Instagram and you see all these celebrities, you see Sierra and Russell Wilson, and it's like, oh my gosh, I want to wrestle, I want this, I want that, and it looks all lavish, but it's like you don't know what they had to go through to get there. Yeah. So I feel like a lot of times, maybe, I don't know, millennials or people our age, it's like that's what they think is supposed to happen, and they don't know like the journey or like what they went through to get there. And it's like you can't look at other people's relationships because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Like they can they can look so happy on screen. If you ever seen them, and I'm sure you guys have seen it, it's like, oh my gosh, they look so happy, and next thing you know, they're divorced. It's like, what happened? It's like they just look so happy, you know. So I think if I could say anything, it's like, you know, just to take your time and like don't worry about. Social media is a blessing to curse. Like it's good to keep in touch with people, but it also like kind of makes people think, oh, this is where I'm supposed to be, and that's not the case.
Definitely ruined a lot of relationships.
Yeah.
All right, so speaking of relationships, marriage, all that good stuff, we're about to get to the nitty gritty. All right,
Okay.
we got dry erase boards in front of y'all. So we about to play a little, I guess you can call it a trivia game, like on the, what is it, like the Newlyweds or Honeymooners show, where I ask a question, both of y'all write their answers, and then y'all hold them up at the same time and, you know, see if the results are accurate or not.
Okay.
So what y'all gonna do, just make sure that you write, you know, horizontally, nice and big, so that when y'all turn it to the camera, they can see. And if you're listening on with whichever respective podcast platform you are using, I will reiterate their answers for y'all. So we're gonna do a point system here, right? So it's kind of gonna be like a battle of the sexes things too. I have a gift for the winner.
I'm finna win.
Let's get it. All right, first question. All right. Who is Regine's favorite singer? We can use R&B. Do you listen to R&B?
I do.
All right. Who's Regine's favorite R&B singer?
I don't even know. I know my own singer.
Hey, how we writing before you?
Oh wait, hold on. You know my favorite singer? Oh, okay.
There we go. That telekinesis.
Oh shit!
It's not how you supposed. It's not how it's supposed to name, but y'all gonna get the.
Yeah, we'll get the we'll get the gist.
Hold on.
Y'all are in sync. Y'all writing and racing at the same time. This is good stuff.
Handwriting terrible, but you'll get it.
I'm gonna just keep it short, plain and simple.
We good to go?
Yeah.
All right. Show your answers.
Oh shit! I forgot about him.
What did you say?
So Ray wrote Ty Dolla
Forgot
Sign,
about him.
and Sharpe wrote Snow Allegra.
I do enjoy Snow. I think it's the song that I enjoy. But yeah,
It's the song. I forgot about him.
You forgot.
Quick story. We went to Made in America festival, and Ty Dolla Sign was playing, and she made sure we hauled ass to the stage to
He's
see him.
considered a singer, right? Or a rapper.
See, that's the thing.
Nah, he's a singer.
He's a singer.
He's
Yeah.
a singer.
All right, so we'll give you that point. All right, up next.
I'm gonna keep scoring.
Up next, we got who is Eric's favorite rapper?
Oh wow, this is easy.
Is it?
And if you say otherwise, he capping.
Okay, yeah. Not making that easy. All right, show your answers. We have Wale and Wale for both. There we go. All right, so break even on that one. Or does that score go to? Or does that score go to you? How does that work? I'm not sure.
Probably go to her.
All right, boom, cool. So we got 2 for Ray. All right, between the two of you, which one's the bigger foodie?
Oh, that's so easy.
No. That's not. No, this is off script. This is off script. This is setting up the question. Like literally, who's the bigger foodie between y'all two?
Oh, me.
Okay, cool. So.
Oh, I thought it was the question.
Yeah, my fault. It's my bad. Y'all was on it. It's a setup for it. All right. Regine's favorite place to eat.
My favorite place.
Yeah. So we can even make it simpler. Let's say.
I think this is good.
All right, cool.
Favorite place.
Favorite place to eat.
I might have two. He might get one or the other, but I have a couple. But yeah. You writing a lot. You just writing one or two.
No.
All right. Show your answers in 3, 2, 1. Ding, ding, ding.
What'd you say?
They both wrote hibachi. So Sharpe got that point. There we go.
Good job, honey.
What is it? 2-1 or 3-1?
I put the actual place though. See, I ain't
2-1. It's 2-1.
2-1?
Yeah.
He said put the actual place. Sakura.
What'd you put, Sakura?
Sakura.
They got good sushi.
They do.
All right, now Sharpe. We on the East Coast. We in the DMV. Chick-fil-A is like that out here. Y'all pull up the Chick-fil-A. Sharpe has to order something off the menu. What is he ordering?
Oh, okay. Don't laugh.
She gonna get this wrong.
No. Does that have the sauce too?
Trust in yourself. No. Just whatever you feel, put it on the dry erase. All right, show your answers in 3, 2, 1, go. So they both not only wrote spicy chicken, but they got the deluxe down pat
Listen,
too.
don't play.
That's lit.
Don't play.
There you go, Regine. Get your point. All right. So what's the score? 3-2, 3-1,
3-2.
3-2.
Why you get 2?
I thought I had 2.
How you get 2 points?
All right, 1. I don't know.
Okay, it's 3-1. All right. Who's the bigger drinker between you two? No. I'm sorry. This is another setup. My bad. I have to.
What would you say?
I say me.
Yeah, as of late, I would say you.
Yeah. That's me.
All right. Boom. So this question is worth 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ray, if you get it wrong, it's tied up.
Oh wow.
If you get it right, that's game.
Oh, okay.
What is Sharpe's favorite drink?
Okay. Just a drink.
Mm-hmm. All right, lift up your answers in 3, 2, 1, go. So, Regine wrote tequila. Sharpe wrote Don Julio. So, technically,
She's right.
she got it. Ring-a-ding-ding. So, congratulations on that, and you have officially won your first day.
I'm gonna recount.
Okay, listen.
You want a bonus?
She won it, but I do have a bonus round.
Oh.
But there's no way of having a clear-cut winner in this bonus round. But I would like to do the bonus round anyway. Are y'all cool with that?
Yeah.
Okay, bonus round. Here we go. What song would best describe y'all's relationship?
Wait.
I mean,
Describe our relationship.
Mm-hmm. What song? Because everyone does movie. Like, that's easy. You just go, like, Love and Basketball or Love Jones or Baby Boy. We're going music.
describe it.
Speaking of Baby Boy, did y'all know he was like 19 or 20?
In that movie?
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't know
His
that.
character was supposed to be 20, I think.
Oh,
Okay.
in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's great.
Okay, so I put this song. I don't know if it describes our
I
relationship,
ain't
but
put nothing down. Hold up. I gotta think. Cause I'm just really trying to put in my roller.
Yeah, I want y'all to hold their answers at the same time, so it's no influence.
Alright.
I'm gonna put the initials of the artist because I don't want to butcher her name. Oh, the name.
All right.
We good?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got. Hold up your answers, please. All right, we have Whoa by
Allegra.
Snow Allegra. That's what Ray wrote. And from Sharpe, we have Snow Allegra. Whoa. Yo!
When you spend time with somebody,
So,
like for a good portion of your life, you just know them, man.
so what about Whoa made y'all come up with that as y'all answer?
I don't even how.
To be honest, I got to answer this.
Okay, go
So-
ahead and answer.
So for Christmas, I had bought her a little Spotify plaque. It was like a Spotify so like it had like a picture of us. It had Snow Allegra Whoa, and it has like the Spotify code right there. And if you put the code up to put the camera up to the code, it'll start playing the song.
That's dope.
And she had put me on to the song. I listened to it. I was like, yo, this joint fire.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, yeah, this song, it like because
Even though it's from her, it's from a woman's perspective, but I feel like it's because like, have you heard the song before?
Mm-mm.
I just feel
I'll
like it's
listen to it.
kind of like I don't know. I think it describes us.
So that's y'all song? Is that like y'all official song?
I think so.
yeah, I like it.
Ah, nice. Oh, so for your reward, all right. I don't leave my guests hanging. I look out for my peoples, right? So for your reward, you earned an official day-by-day token. Now, what this is a 1976 coin that has a hole in it, so it's probably worth 50 cents right now. But
Listen.
I look out for my peoples. So here you go.
Oh, I like to thank everyone who supported me. I like to thank I'm speechless.
There we go.
Thank
we live.
you.
Yeah, and I don't even know how that hole got there. Like, that's hard metal.
Yo,
You're
I'm
like a
keeping
hole
this
puncher.
forever.
That's a crazy.
Yeah.
That's a crazy hole.
Yeah.
How do they do that? You sure you want to get some?
Yeah, nah, that's all you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So, like we said in the beginning of the episode, both of y'all have your own platforms. Y'all have your own thing going. You know what I'm saying? Y'all creative, doing your own thing. Y'all have y'all out here in the world, out here in the data. So, real quick, before we get to what I want to get to, just a quick rundown of y'all platform. Like, give it to, you know what I'm saying, the day-by-day listeners, you know what I'm saying? Just let them know why they need to and should tune into what y'all got going and where they can find it.
Should I go first?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, so as I mentioned before, it's your girl Ray. I have started YouTube. So I started YouTube maybe like 2017. Wasn't that consistent in it, but recently I just started. I wanted to take it a little more seriously. So Eric is such a great sport. He agreed to do a couple videos with me. And yeah, the people love it. So it's just a fun thing that we do. We do a couple videos. I do my own, beauty videos, hauls and stuff like that. But it's just been a very fun thing. And I feel like we've gotten a lot of like good feedback from it. People were like, oh, you guys should do this next. And oh, you guys are so, this and the third. So it's kind of how like the whole YouTube thing started out. So.
That's what's up, and it do look like y'all having fun. Like I said, the most recent one I watched was when y'all was eating the crab, it seafood?
Our mukbang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
Which is funny because Eric did not want to do mukbangs. He was like, I don't want to do that. People I'm eating on camera, I don't want to do all that.
Stuff,
but yet,
ASMR.
I got him to do it, and we was
ASMR is money there.
Yeah, but like she said, so YouTube, that's her thing. I got into it like she been doing YouTube for a minute, and I probably like I had to get convinced into doing it like year 3, year 2.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
You're a great sport about it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You be sending it to the group chat and all that.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
now I'm a YouTuber. So yeah, I mean, it's anything to make my girl happy. Like, just I help her out, and I sometimes I do enjoy doing the videos, but like you just gotta do it. Step out there and just support your partner and what they want to do. But to me, so I'm on a podcast as well with 3 other co-hosts. It's called No Name Podcast, and basically I just really enjoy listening to people talk. Like I like listening to podcasts. So I at my job I can't have my phone, and I can't get on YouTube, so literally all I do is just try to find them on Spotify or try to find them on Apple, just to really listen and hear people's opinions on life, what's going on, or hear their opinion on how they do things. So my podcast, No Name Podcast, I have 3 other co-hosts. What we do is kind of just like a open forum. We talk about life, relationships, current events. Just basically just running down, like basically getting to know us and to get to know like how our thought process is. So I mean, you guys should tune in, man. I mean, we got a lot of different opinions. It's 2 girls and 2 guys. Mm-hmm. So you got those kind of like the battle of the sexes, but also I'm with my sisters, and also my co-host, he's with the sisters too. Yeah. So we all can just come together and come to common agreement or differ or agree to disagree. So.
Yeah, because y'all definitely do keep it funky on that. That's what I like. It's very honest and transparent on there. I do like that, and it's a good mix. And then y'all be bringing different people on there. Yeah, they doing it. We still gotta make that collab happen.
For sure. By day, no names, yes sir.
So both of y'all have your platforms, and I want to talk about this, right? So every episode, I like to have something called a day-by-day talk. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the official day-by-day talk for your day-by-day walk in life. What would y'all say to the listener out there who has been contemplating, thinking about, and speaking about starting their own platform, but they haven't pulled that trigger? Everyone, a great quote from my last episode, if y'all didn't watch, with Interstate Hustling with Brock. A quote that he put in his company is, the dream is free, but the hustle is so separate. right? So everyone's dreaming. Everyone's talking about what they want to do, what they're going to do with their platforms, no matter what it is. Podcast, YouTube channel, hair tutorial, makeup tutorial channels, whatever it is. A lot of people out here, even, since I started mine, a lot of people, men and women talk about, hey, yeah, man, yeah, I'm about to start up one too. And this has been months ago, and I haven't seen or heard anything about it since. So what would y'all say to that person out there who wants to start up their platform, but hasn't pulled the trigger yet? They're hesitant about it. They may feel a little discouraged, whatever it may be. What words would y'all give to them on that matter?
I'll go first. I definitely say, from personal experience, I would say just do it. I know for me personally, like I said, I started my YouTube in like 2017, and I wasn't that consistent. I was just kind of like weary about it, and the more that I thought about it, the more that I knew that I wanted to do it. I just did it. For me, the pandemic actually helped me push my YouTube more, because at the time it's like, okay, we're about to go on lockdown. At that time, I was like, let me just buy a camera. I'm gonna be in the house anyway. Let me just whatever. So for anyone out there who, is talking about doing something or want to do something and they're not sure, I would just say just to do it, because at the end of the day, you are you. There's nobody else that's going to be like you. Don't feel discouraged about if you want to do hair, if you want to bake, like, just because there's millions of bakers and hairstylists and YouTubers out there, nobody is you.
Yeah, it's only on you.
At the end of the day, people are going to, come to you for your personality. Just be yourself. Don't be scared. I just say go for it. Don't wait. The more you wait, the more you prolong, it's just going to be, just do it. Just go for it.
Yeah, I definitely piggyback off what she said. Just go out there and just do it. I mean, you can't really gauge your success off of others' opinion. You just gotta just go full fledged, just do it. Like, the views will come, the fans will come, the opinions will come. Like, it's literally like it's all gonna happen. Like, if people can't see your dream, then, you feel me, that's on them. As long as you have a goal in mind, you just have to just push through and get towards it, or just do the best thing in your abilities to do that and to get it done. So yeah,
and it's not gonna come overnight either. So
yeah, this is definitely not.
You definitely have to go into it actually loving what you want to do.
Yeah.
Because if you go into it just like thinking, oh, I'm going to get famous, I want the money, it's not. You have to really be passionate about it, and that passion will literally drive you to continue putting out content and continue to do what you love to do.
Yeah,
hands down. My very first podcast wasn't even with this. It was with Foosball Fanatics, which is a football podcast, and I didn't have no video. This microphone right here, this navy blue one, which is the reason why I like using it, was the only thing I had. I had this microphone. I had those TV stands that you eat dinners on, the TV dinner stands. I had that, 2 fold-up chairs, me and my old head on the other side, and we talked about the 49ers Super Bowl for like 45 minutes, and it was like one of the most, that shit was so fun. Like, I truly loved it. And then, like, even when I got on camera, seeing from then to now, it's a huge difference, but it's part of the process. And I know I'm only maybe at step B or C, but I'm not pressed or in a rush to get to Z, because I know that's when everything is going to collapse. You really have to trust the process, appreciate the process. And like they said, you can't be too opinionated. You have to really love what it is you're doing. Because the second you fall out of that love because you're trying to catch up to somebody or impress somebody else, then again, it's going to fall down. And again, to kind of what Ray said about COVID, I mean, now is literally the perfect time. It's so many people, who may be working from home, who may be out of work, and they're looking for something to entertain them. Like I said, it's people that are itching to get out the house who can't. So they're looking for that source of entertainment to come to them. I mean, it's but so many episodes of Power and Fresh Prince or whatnot. They want something real, something they can relate to, or something that they can appreciate that's truly genuine. So now's the perfect time to do it. And, and these are where us three right here are giving y'all that push, those words, because that little push can be so important. I know at the very beginning of COVID, I stopped podcasting for like months, and I was riding my bike. This was like one of the best days of my life. I was riding my bike through the parking lot of Columbia Mall, and Jam, shout out to Big Bro. he was driving and we, you know what I'm saying, he pulled up and we just talking. He was like, man, when you gonna get that podcast thing going back? Like, I was really appreciating, you know what I'm saying, what you had going. And in my head at that moment, I wasn't even thinking about the podcast. I'm like, I mean, I tried it, I did it was cool, but you know, it wasn't really going nowhere. It's COVID now, and but that just like really sparked, like, damn, that was the push I needed. And ever since then, I've been, you know, back consistently weekly dropping content, and I probably wouldn't have done it, or at least not as soon, if it wasn't for that push. So really take these words, you know, that the three of us are pushing towards y'all, and really, you know, act with it. You know what I'm saying? We're not just saying this to say it. We're saying it to really let y'all know, do it. Jump off the porch, jump in the water. You know what I mean? Don't hesitate.
You'd be surprised how many people are actually rooting for you. Like, I have people like, when are you putting out another video? I'm like, dang, I didn't even know you was waiting. Like, you know,
seriously,
you never know. People are out. People are watching.
Seriously, seriously.
Then, like, you also have to think, like, you don't know, like, what anybody is going through, nothing like that. Like, you don't know if, like, your words or your joy or something like that can really just uplift people's spirits to the point. It's like, bro, you gotta keep doing that, man. I remember I was going through stuff at work and y'all talked about this topic, and I was thinking, like, you know what? I'll be alright, man. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna just like that. You just never know who you're helping or just who you're entertaining out there. So just keep going, man. You never know.
There you go. And that's the day by day talk for your day by day walk in life. Get up and get it going. Listen, for everybody that's watching on YouTube or listening to their respective podcast platforms, again, I truly thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure that you hit the subscribe and like or dislike button if you want. I don't care. I'm cool with that constructive criticism. Be real with me. You know what I'm saying? But make sure that you hit subscribe. I like to give a shout out to my producer and engineer, Sauce Boy, who puts this whole thing together so clean cut and clarity like. I like to give a special shout out to my guests. Thank the both of y'all for pulling up tonight.
Appreciate
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate you.
Of course. Listen, y'all see, I be bringing guests back. You know what I'm saying? If the vibe is good, then we're going to keep it going. And the vibe today was definitely good. So until next time, everybody, y'all stay safe, stay blessed, and stay sane. Peace.